We kind of had to rush it a bit because we were running a little behind. But I don't want to rush homework 5. So if you have, I mean, again, homework 4, at the beginning, there's the tricky stuff because there's all the general discrete probability distributions. If you want to find the variance or whatever, you have to to find the mean, you have to tell Excel, okay, here's the numbers, here's probabilities, do number times probability, add them up. To do the variance, you have to do, okay, number minus all the means times squared times probability. So you kind of have to do it by hand, or whatever. Once you get through those first 10 or 15 questions, then there's a bunch on the binomial distribution and a bunch on the Poisson distribution, which they're all really easy. So, if you have questions with it, email me and sometime today. This homework's due tomorrow, but I mean, you can email me tomorrow. I just might not answer till Wednesday. So, all right. Anyway, I don't want to skimp on the normal distribution though, because it's kind of one of the biggest things in this class. So let's see if I can get the pin to right. There we go. The normal, why does it do that? It's like, I understand it not writing in the first place, but to quit writing like mid-letter. This is also called the Z distribution. Okay, so up until now, I mean, I haven't really been telling you formulas for anything that we've been doing. I've been saying, hey, if you go into Excel, type this in, it will do it for you. That said, I could have told you the formulas for things like, for example, I don't know, what's a good one? Say permutations or something. Wow, this pen is really upsetting me right now. I don't know why it does that. There we go. So for example, I mean, if you wanted to do permutations by hand, well, it's just you start it in and you go down 1 and you go like R times. So it's like, if you wanted to do it by hand, you could say, okay, like 7, 3 would be 7 times 6 times 5. And you could. Or you can go in Excel and type equals permut 7, 3. And it'll spit out the answer. And the point is, everything we've done until now, you can kind of explain what you're doing in terms of adding and subtracting and things you've done before in your life. From here on out, the functions we're going to work with are things that you have never seen anything like. I mean, there's really no way to explain what they are. So all we're going to be able to do is just type them into Excel. So I'm going to write this down. I wrote this down first day of class just to kind of open your eyes. I'm going to do it one more time, but we'll never see it again. So this normal distribution guy, if I can get my pen to write. Come on. Oh, I feel like I spent half my class being pissed off at this tablet. There we go. So just again, to kind of prove a point, don't worry about this. The actual formula for the normal distribution is 1 over integral minus infinity to z e to the minus t squared over 2 dt. So anyway, that's what it is. Don't worry about it. We're never going to see it again. So, okay. The standard normal distribution in Excel is norms s dist. See. Oh, and actually, I do need a 1 here. Okay. This is the Distribution. Standard, when you see that word, that just means it's done so the mean is 0, the standard deviation is 1. I guess I should tell you what the normal distribution is other than the formula which we don't understand. We've actually already talked about it. You had some questions where it says, oh, does this look like it's normally distributed? What are they asking when they ask you that? Yeah, does it have the bell curve? That's what this normal distribution is it's just that bell curve. Maybe I should just never stop writing and maybe it would keep working. Okay, so here's the bell curve. So we've kind of done it so the middle is 0. These 2 points where it turns around are 1 and -1. Okay, what this function gives you is if I take a z, here's z, it gives me the area to the left. Okay, so if I do norm.s.dist of z, what that really tells me that this is the probability that, well, let me do z of 0 because I think that's what the book does. That's the probability that the number I'm wanting is to the left, so less than z0. All right. And then for any other probability, like if you want probability to the right, what do you think? How do you think you would get probability to the right if you needed it? Kind of based on what we've already been doing. Okay, to the right is like not to the left. So how do you do probability something not happens? Yeah, you just do 1 minus this guy, and that will give you the area to the right or the probability to the right. All right. Why is this bell curve so important? This is actually at the end of homework 5, but so here's like my pen to start writing. It's like if it was a real pen, you could lick it and the ink would start flowing, but I don't think that works on this thing. Okay, I may write on the real board for a second and then go back to the bill. All right, so let me write on the real